Insufficient Mating Material by Rowena Cherry. This scene takes place after identity-changing surgery. Earlier, the badly injured Jeff tried to resist anesthetic because he is afraid of what his great enemy's surgeons may do to his body while he is sedated. Ark Imperial, the recovery room. Jeff was aware of a threat. His eyes wouldn't open, but he knew someone was in his room. He heard a closer sound, a sharp, indrawn breath. Oh, shit, there were two of them. Prince Jarrett, didn't see you, sir. Sorry to disturb you. Someone with human body odor was too damned close to his bloody bed, and the insensitive bastard was bending closer. Those aren't nail clippers on a cord around his neck, are they, sir? Grievous. Only Tarrant Aragon's right-hand man went around calling princes and title-stealing impostors sir. What was Grievous up to? They're wire cutters, Grievous. I imagine there's a limit to how advanced medicine can be. Jeff's broken jaw is not only braced by the half-mast, but wired shut. If he had to vomit, the wires would have to be cut immediately, or he'd die. Bloody hellfire! That's bad, sir. Too damned right. And giving Jeff the means to get himself chunk-blowing drunk could also be fatal. Good of you to say so, Ref. That's exactly the sort of thing I want my enemies and future in-laws to know. He'll have what you'd call a glass jaw for quite a while, Rhett continued unconcernedly. The rigid half-mast will give him some protection for the next month or so. Nevertheless, he'll have to swear off fist-fights and give up getting wall-banging drunk. He can't afford to get his jaw broken again. So you're saying he has a drinking problem, sir? No, I dare say he's not happy with his life. No shit, Grievous. I guess not, Rhett agreed.